Members, we now turn to further consideration of the Taxation, Transformation, First Phase Simplification and Other Measures Bill. Members, when we were last debating this bill, we were debating the question that Part 1 stand part. And before I call the Speaker, who will be Stuart Nash, if he wishes to finish his 2 minutes 40 seconds, I have a consideration in terms of a ruling that I made when we were last debating this debate. You may recall that we had a SOP in the name of Julianne Genter, and I ruled it out of order, being out of scope of what the bill is. And there was some discussion, quite lengthy discussion in fact, and I said that I would come back and report to the committee as to the rationale behind my decision. So to clarify the ruling that I made, the Clerk's Office will draft amendments for members and circulate them even if they are not in order. They will advise the member that amendments, in their view, are not in order. The fact that they publish and circulate an SOP does not indicate that it is in order. Ultimately, it is up to the chairperson in the Committee of the Whole House to rule on the admissibility of any amendment. To be in order, an amendment must be within the scope of the bill as introduced by, and this is Speaker's ruling 131.4. The Chair rules on scope by considering the amendment in light of the bill as introduced and report back from the Select Committee. An amendment that is outside the scope of the bill does not widen the scope of the debate on the bill, and that's Speaker's ruling 132.1, nor does the debate determine the scope of the bill or the admissibility of amendments. For an SOP that is outside the scope of a bill to be considered by the Committee of the Whole House, it can only be done by way of an instruction, and that's Standing Order 176, an instruction to the committee by the House at the second reading. Stuart Nash has the call if he wishes, and the question is that Part 1 stand part.
Yes, I do wish to continue.
Stuart Nash.
Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, I must